Hello everyone, I'm DW and welcome back to Orcs Must Die. This time around we're taking on Killing Fields. Not the Killing Fields, just Killing Fields. This is one of my favorite levels in the game. I don't really know why. I guess because you can solve it in a ton of different ways. The way that I'm going to do it today is a bit different than how I've been doing it throughout the years. I've came upon this solution relatively recently, certainly back when I was first playing through this game to refamiliarize myself with it. And yeah, it's not perfect. You can probably do the level faster, but I don't know, it works. So also you might notice we have 15 skulls available. I'm not going to do upgrading right now, I'll save that for the next video. So yeah, let's just go. This time around we're given decoys. Decoys they're sort of like boom barrels in the way that you can place them. They will explode after being damaged a certain amount. They can be kind of useful. They're a great combination with a floor trap that we're not going to get until the very last level. But yeah, I will actually make use of one of them in this video. We're not going to see it too much. It's weird because these are one of the few traps that you can place on top of other floor traps. You can't do that with archers or any other guardians. It's kind of weird that they had the code in the game but didn't use it for everything. But whatever. Let's begin.
So, the orcs are dancing to this woman's thing that makes orcs dance. Well, I can make orcs dance too. And by dance, I mean die when I poke them with my blade staff.
Yeah, because we really make use of that blade staff. Anyway, you can see this level is mirrored. It has this sort of highway up top here that runs down the center of the level. That's mainly where we're going to be channeling all the orcs. We have these two big, large areas on either side with a bridge where we could place archers, but we're actually not going to bring archers with us. There's also a weird little graphical glitch there, which I never noticed until recording this video. So our main kill box, alright, and of course there is a door on this side and a door on the other side. That's where they're going to be coming from. So our main kill box, you can see these two little archways here. That's where we're going to be putting everything. Right here and right there. Then we're going to set up some barricades down on that hallway and down on that one. Fairly easy. We are going to get a little bit of a glitch. We could also set this area up as a kill box, but we might not make par time then because the AI is kind of buggy. So let's open our spellbook. Well, let's open our weavers. We're actually going to bring the elemental weaver with us.
I'm all yours.
Sure.
You won't be sorry.
I bet we won't. We're actually not going to make a lot of use of her, but we actually get to use her. So, got Gnoll Hunters. There's going to be a lot of them. We're not going to have a problem with Gnoll Hunters. We got Sappers. We probably won't even notice Sappers. And we have new enemy, the Armored Ogre. They're basically like big ogres that have a lot of armor. They hit really hard. They're not really going to be a problem, but if they get in a riff, they cost 10 points. So, Armored Ogres can be real bastards. Not on this level, though. So we're going to bring our Ice and Fire Amulets, or Ice Amulet and Fire Bracers, whatever. We are going to bring Brimstone, Tar Traps. Now, I debated for a bit whether to bring Arrow Walls or Wall Blades. I probably should have went with Wall Blades, but just for the sake of variety, we're going to bring Arrow Walls. We're also going to bring our Swinging Mace, our Barricades, and you know what? We're going to bring our decoys. I was going to bring boom barrels, but nah, we're going to bring our decoy. I won't really use it much, but I'll explain it when we put one down. So let's get setting up. We have 500 or 5,000 coin, so we can place down a couple of swinging maces. You can see there's a little glitch here. This map is kind of glitchy, but that's alright. See, on that side we can place 2. On the other side we could place like 2.5 because of the glitch. So either way you can still place 2. It's not that big of a deal. Now, we eventually want to get a lot of tar down here. I'm going to place a little bit of tar, but then I'm going to realize that I placed it in the slightly wrong place, and we don't have enough money for barricades, so...
Gee, I hope nobody gets hurt.
Because I could not for the life of me remember when or which door they come out first, even though I had just played this map, because I do like a test run, and then I do like a recorded run. But, oh well. So we'll just get rid of that tar. And we'll place a barricade on this side. Now you have to watch the wispy lines. And they'll tell you that, yep, they'll turn around. Now, unfortunately, the pathing is sort of bugged on this, and enemies will kind of get stuck in that position and just sort of run back and forth. It mainly happens to crossbowmen, but it'll also happen to other orcs, and it's kind of funny. So let's place a flame wall right at the edge of the door so it weakens them a bit. And if you watch the minimap, you'll notice that they'll actually run all the way down, then turn around. They almost look like they're going to run through here, but they don't. Oh, I love that saying. I'm not sure if you heard them, but he said, "I'm only half orc." That has to be the first time I've actually ever noticed that saying, and that's my favorite from the orcs. But other than that, the solution's pretty straightforward. I think a lot of people tend to either barricade off one area, either right or left, and then just sort of let them channel down either side, and then load it up with like paladin guardians and stuff like that. And that's fine, but this solution's it's a bit more efficient. You're going to have a lot more money to play with, so that's good. And yeah, I don't know, I like it. I honestly probably should have set it up in the second half of the level instead of the first half, because that way we wouldn't have experienced the weird glitch. But we'll get to that glitch in a bit. We still haven't had to deal with crossbow guys. But yeah, other than that, I'm still just kind of using the same strategies I've been using for, other levels, just, trying to freeze them on tar. Eventually I'll remember that the alternate attack on the crossbow is a stun. But that'll take a couple waves. I've been playing way too much Orcs Must Die Unchained, and sometimes the controls, I forget them.
Will you fight my numberless horde until the end of your days, little one? Submit.
Oh, please don't send me more orc scary woman's voice. How could I possibly survive?
Brave and foolish rogue. You will beg for mercy before you.
Ooh, big words for someone who hides behind a bunch of dumb orcs.
Your order has known of me for years, child, and I know that I was popular once.
Ooh, the plot thickens. So yeah, this is that weird bug that I'm talking about, where you see the crossbowmen were sort of like walking back and forth, like they were turning around as soon as they got to the archway. That can be quite annoying. And the reason why I'm getting overrun here is because I was trying to make as little noise as possible so you could actually hear what the sorceress was saying. So yeah, and this guy refuses to die. So yeah, now we have a break wave. Why don't we get enchanted weapons? So now that we have, now we'll have a flaming crossbow,
Okay,
sort of like the burning pitch for the archers. And let's get a couple more swinging maces down. If you don't believe in the swinging mace, hopefully this video will change your mind. It's still not the best usage of a swinging mace. You really want it to be, perpendicular or parallel to the path.
Let's talk. More orcs, please.
Yeah, we have to really worry about those gnolls. Of course, the best strategy is to freeze them or stun them, and then let the swinging mace take care of them. Look at this guy. Where'd he come from? Yeah, look at all these archers. These guys must have walked back and forth between these archway and this barricade a couple of times. So, let's get more tar. And I'm going to start putting brimstone here. This is not the best usage of brimstone, but it will help deal with the kobolds and the sappers a bit. There's a pattern that I'm going to be using later in the video that I really should have been using from the start. It's not really going to matter too much, like we still get 5 skulls obviously, but I could have done this more efficiently. Orcs are very chatty. Here he goes again. So yeah, I guess I should talk about the Weaver upgrade. So the Flaming Crossbow, it's, like I said, it acts sort of like the Burning Pitch from the Archers. I don't think it adds a combo point. It might add another combo point. I don't really know, to be honest. I never used the Elemental Weaver, and we just didn't quite have enough money for that. That's all right. Could have added more tar. We'll get more tar eventually. One thing I do like about this kill box is it's very symmetrical. So yeah, they like to send 4 Gnoll Hunters at you at a time, and if you have archers, like, your archers are going to die a lot on this level if you don't actively protect them. So that's why I did not bring archers along with me this time. Also, it changes it up a bit. The way to use that boiling oil efficiently is if you are actually you have to kind of like barricade off an area so that they will actually run underneath it. It can be really great, but yeah, I don't really find it that useful unless you're like very specializing or trying to specifically design a kill box around that. So yeah, we bought the Elemental Weaver's a little crazy. Sure if you noticed that. But yeah, so we got the upgraded stun, and now I'll actually remember to use the stun instead of just the ice amulet. The stun is great because you can stun them and then they'll get hit by the swinging maces. I also completely forgot to buy arrow walls. Eventually I will remember. But oh well, whatever. As I've said many times before, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I really should be taking pot shots and trying to like weaken these guys a bit. I don't know why I was just sitting there staring at them. And here we go with some stuns. That was nice. I really wish I was recording during my my test playthrough because I had this amazing like ragdoll freak out where the orc body would just flip through the air and clip through the ceiling and was never seen again. It was glorious. Unfortunately, I did not get that. So let's put down a decoy. So you can see here we can place down some burning pitch, then we can place a decoy. Decoys can be pretty useful if you want, your orcs to go a certain direction, because they will always, aggro to the decoy, and you can see here the archers or the crossbowmen are actually shooting at them and then running away because crossbows they're kind of dicks. But the decoy is not super useful. I mean, it's kind of expensive, and here we have a fire ogre, but whatever, fire ogres don't matter. Yeah, you can see there I froze him, and then his pathing resetted. Reset? Reset is my word. Yeah. But the decoys, like they have a limited amount of health, they'll eventually explode, and then you have to place them again. And for 700 coin, I mean, like you can place down more brimstone for that amount. So, I'm not super big on the decoys. But I like the trap concept. It's It's not perfect. So yeah, you can see like just how many archers will just get stuck, or crossbowing. Why do I keep calling them archers?
This will be good.
So we're on wave 9, we got this pretty locked down. I still haven't placed any arrow walls, and I think I placed that flame wall a little too far, but it seems to be working. We have more gnolls coming in. But yeah, they're no problem. If you are like barricading off only one side and having them run down the other side, you still want to put swinging maces in this hallway because it'll just kind of destroy everything.
Oh yeah! Let's do it again!
So look how much money we have. 5,000 coin. We're going to get some Weaver upgrades. We're going to get the reduced spell costs, and we're going to get Ice Wind. The final upgrade on the Elemental Weaver is headshots give you mana, and that is a pretty good upgrade.
Step right this way.
Especially in the second game. The Brimstone that I'm laying down here sadly will kind of go to waste because enemies will path around it. When I set some Brimstone up on the other side, I do something a little bit differently that's much more efficient. So yeah, you can see they're not even walking on that Brimstone. Like they would walk through the little area in between it, and that's kind of disheartening. So yeah, now we're finally remembered to play down some spike or arrow walls rather. These won't really do too much. I really should have went with blade walls, but again, variety. You can use them if you make like a barricade path, but honestly, it's fine. It's fine. That's all I'm going to say. It's fine. It doesn't matter. The swinging maces do so much work that those arrow walls are probably not even going to deal like any damage. That's a pretty funny reference, though. I don't know. I guess they will add an extra combo point, and that's nice for points, but... And the arrow walls do reset faster than the swinging maces.
That was fun!
So yeah, I'm going to do something a little different on this side. I wanted to put it like, completely... alternate it there, but for some reason there was a bug and I couldn't actually lay Brimstone there. I don't know why. That happens on a couple of maps. But having that offset Brimstone is a lot better. And there you can see the Armored Ogres. Fortunately, swinging maces will make short work of them. You can also see some sappers. See, the sappers are completely not a complete non-issue. These ogres, on the other hand, maybe not so much. Although they do turn around to run away, so I don't know what this guy's doing. Just sort of spinning in place there. So we're gonna clean up some archers over here, and they're expert dodgers. Tried to get both of them at once, but missed. And all we have to deal with it's an armored ogre.
That's right.
So we have our victory, this is a little eyebrow wiggle, and of course we have 5 skulls. Again, modest score, I've done better. Don't really know how, but whatever. We crushed the part-time pretty good. Part-time can be actually a bit hectic on this map, since they do run by back and forth, but yeah, so we have 20 skulls. I could upgrade something, but I'm actually kind of torn on what I want to upgrade, so I'm going to do that next video. Thanks for watching.